U.S. legislators scuffled in the Texas Capitol during chaotic scenes after a protest against an immigration crackdown halted proceedings. Republican Matt Rinaldi accused a Hispanic Democrat of "threatening his life" and said another Democrat had assaulted him. It happened after he told a group of Democrats he had called Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) agents. The bill is aimed at so-called sanctuary cities where many undocumented migrants live, and officials including police are not allowed to ask about an individual's immigration status in the course of their duties. President Trump has pledged to end the practice. Protesters opposing the so-called SB 4 bill began cheering and chanting from the public gallery of the Capitol building in Austin, bringing proceedings to a halt on the final day of the legislative session before they were removed by state troopers. Mr. Rinaldi then called ICE before reportedly walking over to a group of Hispanic legislators and telling them what he had done. "This is BS. That and a poses why I called ICE." ABC news agency quoted him as saying. He later told the Texas Tribune that the protesters, some of whom he said had t-shirts saying "We are illegal and here to stay" were disrupting and breaking the law. Mr. Rinaldi and several Democrats have traded lurid accusations about what happened next. The Republican released a statement in which he accused Representative Poncho Navarez of saying he would "get me on the way to my car" and said Ramon Romero had assaulted him, while other Democrats had to be held back by colleagues. Mr. Rinaldi said he had told Mr. Navarez that he would "shoot him in self-defense" and said he was currently under police protection. Democrats meanwhile said Mr. Rinaldi had shouted expletives at them and said his call to ICE showed how the new law could be abused. Matt Rinaldi looked into the gallery and saw Hispanic people and automatically assumed they were undocumented. He racial profiled every single person that was in the gallery today. He created the scenario that so many of us fear. The Texas Tribune quoted Mr. Romero as saying, "Mr. Trump has called for a federal funding cut for those municipalities that refuse to hand over their undocumented residents and said he will focus on deporting criminals first."